Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the Cleveland Sports Bros podcast. I'm Matt alongside my brother Nick. Nick, how's it going today?
Great, ready to talk Cleveland sports.
Yeah, so today specifically we'll focus on the Cavs. As we know, the Browns and Guardians are in their off season right now, and at some point at a later date around spring training, we'll probably talk more Guardians and talk about some of their off season moves that we've seen, and certainly talk about Browns draft prep as we approach that time as well. But right now, we'll focus on the Red Hot Cavs, best in NBA Cavs as far as record goes. Had a really great start to the season, had 15 straight games to, before they lost for the first time. We're a little bit past the midway point. So, Nick, let's bring everyone up to speed with what's going on with the Cavs.
Yeah, so right now they're sitting at 39 and 9 overall. They're now on a three-game win streak after losing three straight, which, when you're playing as hot as the Cavs are, sometimes fans can get a little too nervous about a small window of mistakes and losing games. But, you know, the core four, Mitchell, Garland, Allen, and Mobley, especially Mobley, has really played well this year. He's really blossomed into a strong player. And their bench, they have great depth. One of my favorite players is Ty Jerome. So,
Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit more about Mobley in a second, but also wanted to highlight we know they have a big game, another big game, the third of the year against Boston coming up February 4th. Nick, what happened in the first, the prior two meetings this year?
yeah. So their first matchup was in Boston, November 19th, and they fell short, losing 120 to 117. And later on December 1st, they even the season series beating the Celtics 115 to 111. And in both matchups, Boston and Cleveland weren't evenly matched as far as health on the roster goes. That's always unpredictable, but it's nice to see that the Cavs were able to rebound and at this point have a season series split. They, like you said, they play them on the 4th coming up in a few days, and we can see, we'll see how the final two games go.
Yeah, definitely. And they've widened their lead against the Celtics in the East, which is good. The Celtics are definitely going to be a contender again. They won the championship last year, so they're not going to go away quietly. So very important come playoff time. Should they face each other, you definitely want home court advantage, I'd say. And then certainly, should they make it far enough, all the way to the finals to keep that edge against Oklahoma City or any other team that they might play, should they make it to the finals, you're gonna have to close out the season strong. So I'm confident they can do it. They've been playing real great basketball. So you mentioned Evan Mobley and how he's kind of taken a step forward this year. He was just named an All-Star reserve alongside with Darius Garland, and both of them alongside Donovan Mitchell, who was named a starter. I know they have a draft for uh, the All-Star game, kind of a new format. They seem to change it up a lot. So that draft, I believe, is coming up tonight. So looking forward to seeing those guys and just even more than just seeing them, just them being recognized, and the fact that we have three All Stars uh, just shows how well this team is playing together.
Yeah, and remember, this is the first season with head coach Kenny Atkinson. He's not a first-time head coach, but first time with the Cavaliers. Uh, and I think he's given them greater responsibility when it comes to making decisions on the floor, especially on the offensive side. Um, we know former coach JP Bickerstaff loved the pick and roll style. I don't want to say they've completely gotten away from that, but they're more of a um, pass the ball offense, and they make quick decisions passing and finding the open man, and they're really a great 3-point shooting team. And Mobley has seemed to develop a three more also in his game.
Yeah, and he Kenny Atkinson was named an All-Star coach as well. So that was great for him. And yeah, so Nick, what's it going to take for them to be serious contenders this year? Just keep as it is, or what do you think?
Yeah, some fans are hoping, I wouldn't say hoping, but they would like to see the quote unquote perfect trade. There's been rumors of getting a player from the Nets who could be a big wing defenseman, and Cam Johnson is his name. I personally would not mess with the chemistry of the Cavaliers. I would love to see, you know, no trades moved, and I trust Kobe Altman making the right decision regardless of what they do. And as it goes for any team, and this is more so luck, but good health. You need to be healthy, from your star to your bench if you're going to make a deep run. And I believe the Cavs can go far, but before you even consider making a run to the finals, Boston's the team in your way.
Yeah, exactly. It's we know that playoff basketball is different as well, and Boston has shown to be tough. They're well coached. They have tons of talent. Going into Boston, it's hard to win there, it seems. So um, obviously a different ball game come playoffs, but hey, gotta like the way they're playing, the way they're winning for the most part. Again, best record in the NBA. So we're really looking forward to seeing what this team can do. And look, even if they don't make it to the finals, I think making it to the Eastern Conference Finals and being competitive there would certainly be nice. But hey, this team has what it takes to win it all. Obviously, that doesn't guarantee anything, but really like how they're playing, the style of ball they're playing, and most importantly, the results. So, Nick, anything else to say on them? All right, everyone. Thanks again for listening. You've been listening to the Cleveland Sports Bros podcast.